It's funny. This whole war started over one religion not liking another religion. It was called a holy war. And then all of a sudden, just because in a war, as what happens in wars when they, are bombing each other's countries, children are dying. Well, they're using the death of children to pull at your heartstrings, and they're using this political war that's going on between the supposed left and right. There are two wings of the same bird called government, because that's who's in control, all of them together as one. Government, all for one, one for all. And so they're using the death of children, they're using children for their political bullcrap to gain your vote. They're using that war that they let happen, that they pre-planned a long time ago. Israel was not created until 1987. Israel did not exist until 1987. So it has not been there for thousands of years. It was not there when Jesus was alive and then put to death by the Jews. The Jews murdered Jesus. The Jews do not read from and go by the Holy Bible. They have their own Bible. They're Catholics. They're not Christians. There's a difference between Catholics, and Christianity. They're not Christians. They hate Christians because Christians worship God differently. Christians see God differently than the Catholics do. I know someone who's Catholic, and from what I know and what he knows, we know different. But the war is over religion. That's all it's over. And they're dividing America using the death of children. There's adults dying too. It's not just children. There's lots of adults dying too. They're just putting the children in the frame and showing you what they want you to see so they can play with your mind and get you to do what they want. They got you on strings, people. They got you on strings. And they're saying, look over here. Don't look at us. Don't look at what we're doing, pulling the strings, getting you to do what we want, pulling at your heartstrings, pissing y'all off so children's dying. Children die in wars. And children in America is going to be dying when these invaders start kicking off. They got you worried about another country instead of everybody in this country that's falling being worried about fixing this country, fixing this government. Trump, if he's for real, he needs us to fix this country. He needs us, everybody to get up and fix this country. But instead, y'all are sitting on your ass, on these cell phones, bitching about another country that we have nothing to do with. Israel has never helped us out when we had a weather disaster, hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, and an earthquake every once in a great while. It does do enough damage. They ain't been around to help. Neither has Iran, neither has Iraq, neither has Turkey, neither has China, neither has Russia, neither has Japan, But we helping everybody else and worried about everybody else. Us. Y'all. Because they're pulling your strings and having you worried about somebody else rather than us. The Americans. Or U.S. citizens of the United States Corporation of America. The Organic Act of 1871. Giving the Rothschilds of England ownership of the North American government, in America, and the American people. They own us. They were given ownership in that contract and changed the name of America to the United States Corporation of America. That's a whole label. There is no America. They tell you that there's an America, And they leave the C out that goes for corporation, so you say USA instead of USCA, USC of A. It is not a United States government, it's a United States corporation. It's just a name. That's all we're looking up to. They're just a name. They're not a government. It's a name. And that's what y'all are worshiping, is that name. USA. You should be saying USCA, because that's what it is. United States Corporation of America. And all of it is in all caps, even America. Because it's a corporation, it's a business. Businesses, their names are in all capital letters. You look at all these businesses, their names are in all capital letters. They can't have them written in normal language that we write our names and every word that we write on or type on paper, regular print, regular way to put it down. They have them in all caps. Driver license, all caps. Insurance, all caps. State inspection, all caps. Plates, all caps. Everything that they deal with is in all capital letters. I dare you, when you stand before the judge and you say, when he calls you that name, calls out that name, I dare you, when you're in traffic court, tell the judge, that's not my name, I don't acknowledge it, and I don't accept it, it does not belong to me. My parents did not create that name. And I need you to clarify to me what that all caps language is on your documents. That's all you got to do. And don't answer any of the judge's questions when he asks you about the traffic tickets or whatever. Don't answer any of that. Just say, I'm here for me. I'm not here for that. I'm here to defend my rights under sui juris. And when the judge walks away from his post to go in another room, once he steps off that podium, tell him, you're abandoning your post, and this court proceeding is now null and void. And you have a right to leave. Because he just ended it when he stepped away from his post before he hit that gavel down saying, you're guilty or case dismissed. If you want to really understand what's really going on, I dare you. I dare all of you to try it. But you're not going to, because you're scared. You're a wussy. You're scared. A fraidy cat. Yeller. So, the only way you can find out and prove me wrong is to try it. That's all, right there where I said, that's all you got to do. Oh, and tell the judge, by the way, you're in danger of committing maladministration. And see what happens, because I'm about to. I'm going to get this stuff together as soon as I got, I got the money and go into a library and to get this stuff printed out. Ain't a lot of money, 5 cents. And then 15 cents for each copy. It ain't a lot of money. And I just need enough just for the prosecutor and the judge. One of each. And give to my counsel, my court-appointed counsel, and tell her, because it's a woman, to give that to the prosecutor and the judge. And then if I go before the judge, in which they're going to want to see if they get me, and then make me pay all this money, and if I ain't got it, try to put me in jail, I'm going to say, because we have that right, is my fine going to be more than $20? And if the judge says yes it is, then I will get a trial by jury. But that's if it goes that far. Because what I told you you're to say in court is how it works. because there's people that's won their cases and gotten out of court and paid nothing and didn't go to jail or probation. Because I ain't got no money to pay no probation. You know, whatever they want, $100-something or whatever. I ain't got that money. The economy's gone to shit because of all you trolls sitting here worrying about people like me who want to make us all free. You don't want to be free. You're happy being a slave to another human being under a system that does not have jurisdiction over us. Unless you sit there and let them put you in their jurisdiction. And then that's how they get you. You sit there and you let them put you in their jurisdiction instead of defending your rights, yourself, your common law and civil rights. The Bill of Rights is a law in the Constitution. That was the first thing created in 1787 was the bill, or 1789 was the Bill of Rights. The rest of the Constitution, 11 through whatever, didn't get started until 1791, after the Bill of Rights was created. That was law for the for the North American government to follow. Oh, but then in 1871, they changed that and rewrote the Constitution. And turned it into the United States Corporation of America, but they only call it the United States of America. Just like District of Columbia, it's District of British Columbia. If it was of America, it would say District of America. We are part of America. We are a district of America. No, America does not own Washington, D.C. The Rothschilds do when they got it in 1871, when that Organic Act of 1871 was signed by Ulysses S. Grant, the biggest traitor of all presidents. So that's what information I'm giving to you to try out. I mean, you would have nothing to lose if you ain't got no money. You're going and no money to go on probation. You know, to pay for probation fees. You go to jail anyways. So you would have nothing to lose. So I don't even have to do that, other crap. Is my fine going to be more than $20? I don't have to do that. I can just say that other stuff. Don't ever bring up legalese in court. Because right there, you bring up both legalese and common law, they will actually just say you're nuts and try to put you in something for mental help or to see if you're mentally ill against your will, without your right to say, if you want to go into that or not, because they don't care. They can do what they want. They can do what they want to you, and you sit there and let them. That's why they can do what they want to you, because you sit there and let them and you don't uphold your rights. You don't learn what your rights really are. Your human civil rights and the Bill of Rights. You won't learn them. There's nothing in the Bill of Rights for warrants that says, unless... there's an exception to not needing a warrant. There's none of that in that law. So there you go.